It was lovely.
Thank you. All right, wonderful. All right, the next one that you will hear is completely different from what we've done. And we had some discussions about whether to perform it, not to perform it, whether to put it in a trash can, or whether to keep it. We had some debate, and then we ended up like embracing it, and it sort of grew on us, right? It grew on me. And it sounded great in the dress rehearsal, so I'm sure it's going to sound great. It sort of started with a bitter sort of relationship. Not really, it's just one-ended, because I tried to get in touch with the composer and he just never replied. So they were all asking, has he replied yet? I'm like, no. So I don't know anything about this piece other than what you wrote in the score, but it's an interesting one. So it's called Sweet America, and it's got 5 movements in that. We're playing one of that movement, which is the first movement for Leonard Bernstein, a little homage to him. So what he wrote was, he actually composed this one in 2012 and then got it published in 2013 later on. But he wrote in French, and so if I translate that, it goes really inspired by the style of 5 American composers. And by that he actually means north and like south, so he's actually talking about both Latin America as well as here. So the first movement is about Leonard Bernstein, second movement, Hector Villa-Lobos, third one, Astor Piazzolla, fourth one, George Gershwin, and then the last one, Scott Joplin. So he's got a nice variety of that. So it's in the style of, he sort of follows the style of it, but he adds his own little thoughts to that. And the string orchestra version was dedicated to his mentor. Also, I think he's an oboe player, and then also a composer from what I can find on Google. Thanks for the search engine. Armand Rahier is the person that he dedicated to. So the first section says like, play brightly. So we're going to play the bright tempo, and then you would hear this dee da 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 dee da da dee da da da. Whenever you hear that, that's like the theme that comes back several times. And it's written in 8/8. Most of the music that you probably heard, I see one of my students going like, what? 8/8? Not 4/4? Is that what you were thinking? Oh, okay. Well, I love it. So we're gonna do, but it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So if you couldn't really groove with 1, 2, 3, 4, it just seemed a little lame to groove with that. Now this one seems a little more cool, right? So if you want to just sort of bob your head with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, a little more. Okay? Not just in your head, but actually bob your head with me. Ready? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, so it's a new way of dividing 4/4, like 8/8 notes, into 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So you always feel like a little like da 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 da. So not really even, but that creates this rhythmic sort of excitement and funness of it. And then it goes into our favorite section. It goes into 6/8. So you would normally do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 at times. So hence it's called compound meter, right? Music majors, you know that one, right? But he does that at the same time. So I can't conduct in 2 and 3 at the same time. So one section has to be left alone, and that's the bass section. So they're going to be in 3 while we're all going to be in 2. So we'll see how that happens, how that goes. And then it comes back to the bright section, so you'll get to hear that tune. So just pay attention to how these rhythmic things roll, and see if you can pick out those melodies as you go. Enjoy this one, Leonard Bernstein.